Austin homes are still selling, but one mistake can make buyers scroll past yours before they ever step inside.
If you're considering selling a home anywhere in the Austin area, you have probably heard two completely different stories. One person says it's a terrible market, nothing is selling, and somebody else says my neighbor sold during COVID for a huge number, so my home should be worth even more now.
And neither one tells the full story. This is not a bad market. Buyers are still moving for jobs, families, schools, lifestyle changes, downsizing, upsizing, and all the normal reasons why people move.
But this is also not the COVID market, and sellers who treat it like it can lose time, leverage, and ultimately money. Today, success is much more about strategy, how the home shows, how it's priced, what buyers see online, and how it compares to every other option in that buyer's price range.
So in this video, we are going to talk honestly about what we are seeing on the ground in the Austin area in the seller's market, why homeowners can still be in a strong position, and what it takes to get the best possible outcome today. Hi, I'm Teresa.
And I'm Amy with the Austin Property Group at RE/MAX Fine Properties. Welcome back to Austin Home Guide.
One quick note before we start. This is a market overview, not a valuation of your specific home. Austin real estate is incredibly hyper-local right now.
A home in Central Austin is not competing in the same market as a home in Liberty Hill, Georgetown, Leander, Pflugerville, Hutto, Manor, Dripping Springs, all of your surrounding areas.
Even two homes in the same neighborhood can have a completely different outcome based on their condition, lot, floor plan, school zone, updates, tax rate, HOA, and how they are presented.
Let's go into what the current market is really doing right now.
People say Austin buyers are going to butt more than 3,300 homes when pending in just 1 month.
Let's start with the current numbers and what they're actually telling us. In the latest Unlock MLS report for May 2026, Austin, Round Rock, San Marcos Metro had 2,953 homes sold and 3,310 homes go pending.
More than 3,300 households made a decision to move forward and get under contract during 1 month.
The Metro median price was $440,000. The city of Austin median was a little bit higher at $595,000. Williamson County was around $406,000. Hayes County around $390,000, and Bastrop County was around $350,000.
That is exactly why headlines alone can be misleading. There is no Austin market. A seller in West Austin, a seller in Sun City, a seller in Pflugerville community, and a seller in a new growth area of Liberty Hill could all be facing very different competition.
So the Metro had 12,508 active listings and 4.7 months of inventory. That is a much more deliberate market than the peak frenzy, but it is not a market with absolutely no buyers.
They are just more careful. They are comparing monthly payments. They are comparing property taxes, HOA dues, commute, repairs, and whether a home feels like it will be easy to move into.
They are also comparing resale homes with new construction, especially in our growth areas like the Liberty Hill, Leander, Georgetown, Pflugerville, and areas south that are growing quickly.
Builders sometimes offer interest rate incentives, closing cost assistance, appliances, or upgrades. That does not mean a resale home cannot win. It just means that a resale seller needs to make the value obvious.
The best way that we can describe the current market is this.
Some sellers are still expecting COVID-era prices, but today's buyers are playing by completely different rules.
During COVID, many buyers didn't even have time to think. Homes were receiving multiple offers almost immediately. Buyers often waived protections and offered well above asking price just to have a chance.
Forever. For perspective, the Austin Round Rock MSA's annual single median price was about $318,000 in 2019. In March 2022, the Metro's monthly median for existing single-family homes reached $521,000.
Oh my gosh, it's bananas. At that 2022 peak, there were only 1,731 active listings and just half a month of inventory. That is an incredibly different supply and demand situation than we have today.
So today, the current Metro median is around, like we've said, $440,000. So the market has clearly come down from that moment in 2022, but is also still still well above where the market was before the pandemic. That's what you have to keep in mind.
And that is the point we want sellers to understand. The pandemic spike was real, but it was also temporary. Your home's COVID era value was only your actual value if you had a buyer ready, willing, and able to buy your home at that specific time.
It is completely understandable to remember that number, but comparing your home to today to a moment in history that no longer exists can create some pretty unrealistic expectations.
The good news is that many Austin area homeowners, especially people who bought before the pandemic, still have meaningful equity.
Equity is personal. It depends on what you paid, what you owe, the improvements you made, your specific location, your home's condition, and what comparable properties are selling for right now.
It is not based on the biggest sale you remember from your street. It is not based on what someone got in 2021. It is not based on the list price of a home that is still sitting on the market.
Our job as listing agents is to help sellers separate emotion from strategy. We want to identify the best realistic price range for the home today. Then make sure the condition, presentation, and marketing support that number.
An unrealistic list price does not protect equity. In many cases, it does the opposite.
One visible problem can make buyers wonder how many hidden problems are waiting behind it.
One of the biggest changes from the COVID market is that presentation is absolutely no longer optional. Can you sell a home as is? Absolutely. But selling as is usually comes with a financial trade-off.
When a buyer walks in and sees worn carpet or dated paint or clutter, poor lighting, aging fixtures, dead landscaping, dirty windows, or visible maintenance issues, they do not just calculate the cost of one repair. They start wondering what else has been deferred.
A buyer may see a few $1,000s in paint and carpet, but in their mind, it may turn into a much bigger number because they are considering the inconvenience, the uncertainty, and the time it will take after they move in.
So this is especially important now because buyers are stretching for that monthly payment. When they feel like they will have to spend money immediately after closing, they will either offer less, ask for more concessions, or move on to the next option.
So this is why we recommend strategic preparation before listing. Not every seller needs a full renovation. In fact, we never want sellers spending money where they will not get a return.
But the highest impact work is often very practical. Fresh paint, repair trim, updated lighting, pressure washing, landscaping, window cleaning, decluttering, carpet replacement when needed, and addressing obvious deferred maintenance.
So the goal is not to make your home look like a model home. The goal is to make buyers feel confident. They should walk in and think, I can see myself living here, not how much work will this take.
And this is exactly why staging matters. According to the National Association of Realtors, 83% of buyer agents said staging helps buyers visualize a home as their future home.
So staging is not just decorating. It helps buyers understand the rooms, furniture placement, the scale, and how an awkward or flex space could actually work for them.
Your home's first showing doesn't happen at the front door. It happens on a phone screen.
And because buyers see the home online first, presentation affects whether they even schedule a showing.
The next piece is marketing. In the COVID market, you could often put a home online and let the demand do most of the work. Today, that is not enough.
No, it's not. A home needs a launch plan. It needs professional photos, strong videos, clear room-by-room presentation, a floor plan when appropriate, compelling listing copy, strategic social media, agent outreach, and open houses when they make sense.
And we need to tell the story of the home. Maybe it's a one-story floor plan, a private lot, a pool, a 3-car garage. It has an office, multi-generational layout, a great outdoor living space, proximity to trails, or a location near the major roads buyers need for work.
Those details are not small. They help the right buyer recognize why this home may be a better fit than the next home on their list.
Good marketing does not create value out of thin air, but it makes sure the buyers who would value the home actually see it and understand it.
In a market where buyers are taking their time, being overlooked can be expensive.
A high price may feel like protection, but it can quietly push your best buyers away.
Now let's talk about pricing, because this is often where sellers have the hardest decisions. The Metro's average close to list price ratio in May was 94.5%.
That does not mean every seller should automatically accept 5.5% below list price. Every neighborhood, every price point, and every home is different. But it does tell us buyers are not blindly paying any number a seller asks.
Buyers are paying for homes that are correctly positioned based on condition, location, updates, and the competition.
If your home sits too long, buyers stop asking how good it is and start asking what's wrong with it.
The most important time in a listing's life is usually the first few weeks.
That is when the home is new. Agents are sending it to their buyers, and people who have been waiting for the right home are watching closely. It is pricing. If the pricing is too aggressive at the beginning, you can miss your strongest buyer pool.
Then, as the home sits, buyers start asking questions. Why has it been on the market so long? Is there something wrong with it? Is the seller unrealistic? Will they come down later?
Yeah, and that is where sellers can lose leverage. Even when there is nothing wrong with the property, a stale listing can create doubt.
A well-priced, well-presented home does not mean underpricing your home or giving it away. It means launching in a place where buyers can see the value, feel motivated to actually act.
The homes that sell are not always the best homes. They are the ones with the best strategy.
What should a seller do before going on the market right now? First, get a real hyperlocal analysis, not just an automated estimate. You need to know your active competition, pending sales, recent closings, and how your home compares.
Second, make a smart preparation plan. Focus on what buyers will notice first and what is most likely to impact your offer price or days on market.
Third, make sure your launch is strong. Your home should look its best from day one.
Finally, stay responsive to feedback. If the market is telling you something through showings, comments, lack of offers, or the homes that are selling around you, you will have to be willing to adjust strategically.
Is this a bad market for sellers? No, it is a market that rewards sellers who are realistic, prepared, well marketed, and willing to compete.
The COVID market was a moment in time. Today's market is different, but there are still strong opportunities for homeowners who understand what buyers are looking for right now.
So if you are thinking about selling in Austin or anywhere in the surrounding Central Texas area, reach out to Amy and I for a personalized strategy session and honest market analysis.
Yeah, thanks for watching Austin Home Guide. Subscribe for more Austin area real estate updates, and we will see you next time. Maybe send all of those stats to